Welcome to Big Steps, Bold Stories with your host and founder, Vera Friesen, mom of 3, mother-in-law, grandma to 5, author, speaker, and online business mentor. Here we step away from fear and dig into courage to create the life and business we truly desire. Get ready to be inspired by the big steps and the bold stories of incredible entrepreneurs who've turned their passions into thriving ventures. Let's get this podcast started. I'm very happy to talk to you today about vision boards and dream boards and getting things down on paper, the things that you dream about and wish for and hope for and have vision for in your life. Years ago, I started scrapbooking as an outlet to share creativity, to preserve my family's memories, to write notes down. And a vision board very much reminds me of a scrapbook, but it is a clear focus direction of where you want your life to go in the future. So I'm so thrilled that you're here with me today to talk about vision boards and to really dig into it, what it really means to get this vision board done and put up on your wall, and what it has meant to my heart and how it's helped me in my life, and how random it's been sometimes. Like one year I put like a pomegranate on my vision board, and 2 years later, every day I was buying pomegranates and eating them like a crazy person because they have so many health benefits. And I'm like, wait a second. And I looked at my vision board and there was a nice big pomegranate. I just put it on the board because I thought it looked beautiful. It was a beautiful picture of it. And here it was a couple years later. I'm like, there's so many health benefits. I was drinking pomegranate juice because it raises your blood's hemoglobin. And because my body was fighting something, I needed hemoglobin. So I was drinking just straight organic pomegranate juice, and I was buying and eating pomegranates every single day. So it just made me chuckle. It made me laugh that, these things that we think about, we put them down on our paper and they do come true. And it is a joy when you see things that you've worked hard for and set goals towards come through. So let's get into why are we using vision boards and learning the basics of it. And I really hope you enjoy this podcast today because this is one thing I could talk about all day long. I absolutely love creating them. I love the creativity that goes into it. I love words. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love words because there's so much power in what you say and the direction that it leads your life. So I've got scriptures written out in my little house. I've got painting that I painted a whole bunch of peonies, and it's beautiful, different colors like yellows and oranges and red. And then over top of that painting, I put out and painted my life stamp scripture. So if you're a Christian also listening to this, I just want to tell you to just don't worry about, creating a vision board if you're thinking about that way, because it does say in the Bible that we are to make the vision clear, right? And to write it down on a tablet, and that when there's no vision, the people perish. So it's pretty serious, right? It's a good thing to do this. So let's talk about why it's good to use vision boards and learning the basics of it. You know that quote, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And I absolutely love creating vision boards because I really felt that it was going to take my dreams and desires to the next level, especially after I had a divorce and dealing with some things in my life that I really wanted to make it plain, get it down. This is where I want my life to go. And it gives you a real visual reminder of all of those dreams and desires that are in your heart. And it's important because it organizes and utilizes those visuals effectively. Vision boards are a simple but powerful way to visualize what you want your dream of your life or your business to be. Jack Canfield, the New York Times bestselling author of the series Chicken Soup for the Soul, he said creating a vision board is probably one of the most valuable visualization tools available to you. Vision boards are a way to see and plan what you want your life to be like, the things you want to do, the places you want to go, and the items that you want in your life. So what is a vision board? It is simply a tool that you can use to help you clarify and maintain focus on a specific life or business goal. It can be an online collection of images or an actual physical piece with images. I personally switched from a vision board using poster board or a push pin board. Sorry, I don't know the right name for that. Where you put the push pins in. I switched from a board to a book because I like to continually be adding to my vision board. So I have an actual book that is quite large, and I journal in it, but I also put my vision board in there. My vision, my dreams, everything that I want for my life into the book. Because I don't know about a book, I just love to flip the pages and look through it. And it's not as intimidating to create a page or two versus a big, huge board. So I really like the simplicity of a book. But you choose what is the best way. What I'm I absolutely love words. I have words everywhere. I have scripture written out. I've got that painting I was talking about. And, I see such importance on the things that we speak and say to the people that we love and say to ourselves. My key scripture, my life stamp scripture is Philippians 4:8, to think on what is pure, what is lovely, what is admirable, what is of good report. So the beauty of the internet is that you can go on there and you can just collect all the words that you enjoy and that you want to use to help dream for your life, and take all those power words, those powerful words, and put them on your vision board. You can print them right off the internet. That's the coolest thing ever. Another tool, which is really cool, is Canva. You can create your vision board in Canva, and it's wonderful. It's such an easy way to get it down. And you can also put your vision board on Pinterest. So there's a lot of good options for you. And some examples for, say, Pinterest is or for any vision board, is like places you want to go and travel to, pictures of a dream home, or a car that you're dreaming about. I got a new car myself, and I'm thrilled. I'm saving gas, and I absolutely love it. I have a little bling bling on my license plate, and it is such a reliable, wonderful car, and I'm so happy that I have that. But you can put down your business goals, inspirational quotes, thoughts, feelings, emotions, anything that you love or want to achieve can go on to your board. So you can create it for your business goals, career goals, personal life goals, or whatever goals you're dreaming of achieving. And these boards are versatile and can be used on any topic. So you might want to consider that, right? Create a vision board for that one specific area in your life. So because I'm just a big believer in that when you put too much on one board, it's not focused, right? So I would put my life dreams on one board and maybe business dreams on another. Or maybe there's some specific goal that you want to do a vision board on. Really focus it. I really like that. So when you're putting your stuff down, your goals and your pictures and your images, what you're doing is you're actually strengthening your resolve and you're being motivated by your emotions. So this is because your mind responds incredibly strong to visual stimulation, and your emotions go into it because you're happy, you're creating something that you're dreaming about. So I'm going to talk a lot about vision boards, using vision boards to pursue your goals and dreams. And you also will experience the benefits of using a board and the different types that you can create. And you'll also learn what to include and how to get started creating your board. So let's get started. Why is a vision board important? Well, how important is it to you to reach your goals in life? Reach your goals in your business, reach your goals in your career or with your family. How important is it to you to make a change for when the clock strikes midnight and it's the new year? How important is it to you to make a change? We think a lot about that. I know, like when I turned 50, which was just this year, I thought about the changes that I was going to make in my life because I knew, like, wow, 50. Okay, it's not just about turning 50, but 50 made me reflect on life in general. And yeah, it was just a cool experience to go, okay, this is my midnight, the clock strikes midnight moment was my 50th birthday. It really was. That just makes it so much more important to me to want to have a good year ahead. We know our goals are important to us and our dreams are important to us. And one thing I've learned and discovered through different people that I follow online who I absolutely love. One is Jim Quick, who talks about restoring your brain. I'll never forget when I learned from Caroline Leaf. She actually came and spoke at our church, and she talked about, it's the first time I ever heard that thoughts are actually take up physical space in your brain, and they're like trees, and there's good thoughts and bad thoughts. And the good thoughts are like beautiful, wonderful trees with wonderful branches. And the bad thoughts are actually black. And it's just interesting. They're black trees, right? So I find it very interesting that thoughts really are things. They're physical. They take up physical space in your brain. So whatever you focus on, whether it's good or bad things, it's what you're going to produce more of. And whatever occupies your mind determines the decisions you make of every minute of the day. So if you focus on success, being successful, and achieving the goals you set for yourself, you're way more likely to achieve it. And on the other hand, if you focus on thoughts on how difficult the work is going to be, how people are better off than you, they have more luck, nothing ever works out for me, those types of thoughts, you'll be less likely to achieve your goals. And that's where vision boards really come in handy. Each board is a visual representation of your thoughts, your desires, and your goal. And they are a tool that can motivate and inspire you to take daily action towards your biggest and more important goals. A vision board can help you focus on the direction of your dreams and keeps you motivated through. Putting together your vision board also forces you to sit down and really think about what you want your life to be like. Documenting your wants in a visual way forces you to go beyond just thinking about your goals and to actually focus on them. A vision board will help you get unstuck when you get in a rut of your everyday life and routines get in the way of your dreams. So it can help you see what you should be focusing on. It's like a reboot, restore, right? They're totally an effective way to get creative with your time when you're in a funk or the robotic routines of life and that are not taking you in the direction that you want to go. A vision board is your daily visual reminder of your dreams and aspirations. Visualization is a powerful and effective mind trick that you can do to think about all the things you desire and to bring it into your life. When you see your vision board every single day, you stay on track even when there's setbacks. It brings you back to the moment of the excitement that you had when you're planning out your vision board. The practice of creating something visual of everything that you want, it also has a psychological effect. It makes everything in your head seem way more manageable, and you can see your dream life and how you can achieve it. Seeing your goals in a visual image every single day gives you a psychological boost, and it removes the procrastination, and it encourages you to keep moving towards your goals. Creating and using vision boards to reach your goals and desires is an important part of the process of succeeding. Placing on where you see it every day inspires and motivates you to stay on the path towards a life you are fulfilled with. So it's great to know how a vision board can benefit you, but how do you actually use them? How can you make one? Are they hard to create? Will they take a lot of time to create? So let me just assure you here, vision boards are very easy to make. The tools that you need to create a vision board are pretty simple to find. You probably have most of what you need already in your house. And a vision board can be created in less than a day. For me personally, I like to plan out a 6-hour window. You could do a 4-hour window or a 2-hour window. That's completely up to you. But I like to put the music on, visit, have a workshop. I've done vision board workshops, and it's been wonderful. We take a break for lunch, we sit, we laugh, and we create these vision boards together and pick out all of the pieces from the magazines and cut things out. We begin by getting very clear on your focus and what your biggest goals are. Are you creating an overall board for your life goals, or will you be focusing on specifically business goals? So write down your biggest and most important goals for every area of your life. It can be short-term goals, long-term, or a combination of all. Your goals should be your top goals that are motivating to you. Focus on all the areas of your life, including wealth, health, business, career, relationships, personal, which includes travel and home. And I just want to say a little bit about goal setting. Goals can be very overwhelming. So I used to set like 7 to 10 goals every single year, and that just got overwhelming for me after doing it. I did that about 5 years in a row, and I was committed to it. Like I was like, 7 to 10 goals, and I was committed to getting them done. And heck, I got lots done. And one of those goals was always like the biggest goal that I never thought I could accomplish. And the fact that I accomplished that one just built my confidence even more. So what I do now is I focus on 3 main goals every year. And I focus on those 3 goals, and that's it. And one of the goals is going to be the biggest one that I'm like, I don't know if I could even accomplish that. This is what I'm going for. So that's what I just want to encourage you. You don't have to set 50 goals or 10 goals or whatever. I want you to think about what's comfortable for you and what you think you would like to accomplish in the year, and then set those goals. Just get them down. Some things that you can ask yourself about what you want your life to look like is, what do you want your life to look like in the future? What words or quotes represent your goal once it's been achieved? Why do you want this goal? What do you want to create, or what do you want to be known for in the future? So decide on the type of board that you want to create. There are many types of vision boards. It can be, like I said, a traditional type created on paper with cutout images. Another one is you can create digitally through an app such as Hay House Vision Board app, and specifically for creating vision boards. Also, you can be on a digital sharing website like Pinterest with a secret board and just keep it for yourself. So are you going to have a journal type notebook like what I have, or a flat sheet of paper with images, or a sketch of your favorite things? Decide on the type that's going to work best for you. If it doesn't work well for you and you don't use it much, modify it to increase your enjoyment of the process. Like I said, I switched to doing my vision boards inside books, and that switch just it just made me so happy. And I love it because I can pull it out and I can look through it like a book, right? So gather inspiration for what you want to put on your board. You can browse magazines for inspirational images, look on Pinterest for ideas of what to put on your board. Think of words, quotes, or inspiring thoughts that are in line with your goals. Write them all down so that you have them handy. Will they be images of your future home, your dream car, your business office space? Do you want to include how your body will look in a healthy manner, products you want to create, or places you want to travel to? Are there images of things that you want to focus on, things like mindset, faith, spirituality, exercise? Consider everything about how you want your life to look like, and then add these things to your vision board. Gather your supplies you're going to need. If you're going to create it on paper or corkboard, that's the word I was looking for before, you will need some sort of poster board, cardstock, or corkboard that will fit all of your images. So a good size is 24 by 24 inches. It doesn't have to be professional looking unless you want it to. You'll want to cut out good images from magazines, print images from the internet, and maybe create inspirational words in a Word doc that you can print. Markers or other art supplies for writing on your board, tape, pins, glue, sparkles, stickers. I personally love, those stickers that you can get that are raised. They're more scrapbooky kind of looking stickers. I love those. And grab all those supplies, and you can get fancier with washi tape, yarn, or any other embellishment that catches your eye. You can even go to a scrapbook store and use what they have for your 2-page layouts. Go check out what they have to offer. They have a lot of good creative tools and materials to work with. I really love, one year I got those, I got golden flecks to put on my vision board. So you can get those golden flecks and put that on there as well. You can choose anything that you want. Set aside time to begin putting your images on the board. This can take, around an hour. Use a variety of colors, textures. Really think about the textures that you want to put on your board and different types of content to make your board visually appealing. Hang your vision board in a place where you will see it every day. Take the time to look at it, envision how it would feel to achieve everything on your board. The basics of creating and using your vision board are simple. The important thing to remember is that it is personal to you. It should reflect your wants and your dreams, and it doesn't have to be professionally designed or organized. Whatever style fits you best is the best vision board that you will create. Of course, I have faith in God, so a lot of my vision board is going to have different scriptures that I want to focus on for that year. So let's talk about planning your vision board out. What you choose to put on your board and how you display it should reflect your emotions. Ask yourself, what does this feel like? What is my future going to feel like? Do you feel empowered, loving, prosperous, peaceful, healthy, accomplished? Are you feeling respected, complete, and fulfilled? Then find images that represent that feeling that you want to move into. Certain elements, such as words, colors, or the arrangements, can evoke a specific feeling. You can arrange your images, phrases, or words on your vision board so that it has an emotional connection to what you envision. It's a good idea to add your own writing and drawings to accentuate your board to draw attention and focus to your board. I remember years ago when I started scrapbooking, that was one of my favorite parts, is that I got to write inside the scrapbook about the journey, about the things that were happening in the photos. So think about that. What words, what journaling, what pens do you want to use for that? Get creative and experiment with what feels positive and right for you. It should really capture your dreams as well as your imagination. So let it be the spark that ignites an emotional charge within you. Your vision board is meant to renew your passion for your goals. So whenever you look at it, you should feel really good about it. And as you get closer to your dreams, some of the images might not make the same emotional response as before. If this happens, just update your board with new images that inspire that dream. The vision board you create now will change over time. It should always be a work in progress. So as your longings and desires change, so should your vision board. I think a lot of people, they will just create their vision board, put it up, and then it's done. But maybe something doesn't feel like it's fitting anymore. You can just take it off and replace it. For me, that's why I love the book, because I can just open up a new page and create a new page. A vision board is the image of your future life. So it can be as creative or as organized as you want. You have free reign when you're creating it. There are going to be a few things that you shouldn't do when creating your vision board. So I want to talk to you about that right now. So let's go through the don'ts of what not to do when creating your vision board. Don't get into a hurry to complete it. Take your time. Block out a time frame. Consider all the questions for your goals. Don't be embarrassed by it or feel silly by what you want to put on it. You can keep it secret to yourself that you're creating a vision board if you want. You don't have to tell everyone that you're creating a vision board. This is your personal thoughts, and you don't have to share them unless you want to. Don't follow a template unless you absolutely cannot create it on your own. Just remember, this is yours. It's from your heart, and it reflects your personality, your needs, your wants, and desires. It doesn't have to be perfect or look like everyone else's does. It simply has to look and feel like it's a vision of your true self. Don't hide or ignore your board. It's meant to be a guide, a roadmap, if you will, to get to you to where you want to be and to make your goals a reality. Let's talk about some do's. Do be as messy or as neat as you want. Use paints, markers, crayons, glitter, if that's what you love. Your board needs to make you happy. It needs to motivate you and be an inspiration when you get off track. It should also be neat and clean for maximum effect, whatever fits your personality. Do take the time to consider what important questions you need to ask yourself before you begin. What do you want? What are your values? What do you need? Do enjoy the entire process. This is your future. So have fun letting your dreams and imagination come out. Do be sure to set aside a quiet place and time to work on creating your vision board if you work best alone. Otherwise, invite some friends over and have a vision board party, provide the supplies, the music, and the food, and have fun socializing and creating them together. Do put your board somewhere you will see daily throughout the year. It doesn't have to be placed on the wall for everyone to see it, but it needs to be where you will see it every single day. Vision boards are a constant reminder of what you want from your life and why you want it. Just by choosing the right images and phrases, you're focusing your mind and clarifying how you want to see your ideal life as being. Creating a vision board is an important step in the journey of turning your vision into your reality. It can help you see any roadblocks, get you back on track when you veer off course, and help you break any limiting beliefs that you might be keeping from getting what you desire. When it's done, your vision board turns a thought or vague idea of your dream into a visual image. So it's like just coming out of your heart, which feels like a very real possibility. Placing your board where you can see it as soon as you wake up or in your home office every day motivates you when you feel off track. In summary, you want to determine what kind of vision board you want to create and start finding those images to fit your goal and bring you through some kind of emotional response. Things that excite you, make you happy, make you dreamy in your heart. These images, of course, can be found in magazines or online through Google Images or Pinterest. And just begin assembling your board in the way that it feels right for you. It can be messy, organized, or somewhere in between. And lastly, spend each day looking at your board. It really is a beautiful thing to see your heart, your dreams and desires laid out on a board that you can look at, and it brings back those memories of when you created the vision board, and you can start dreaming for your future and dreaming about what you're going to do in this next year. Thank you so much for listening and spending the time with me today. It gives me such a happy heart to share these stories and these special guests with you. I will see you over on social media where we can continue to talk about the podcast, as well as over at bigstepsboldstories.com. I will see you there and see you on the next episode.